So this is an 18 pan Schminker set that I purchased many years ago, about 5 to 6 years ago, and you can tell because all these little dents and dings in it. But I've had really good usage, gotten really good usage out of it, and the paint quality especially has been fantastic. I've still got most of the original paints here, and I don't really clean my palette all too often, but I've got the Naples, bit of the Naples yellow there. Most of the greens, these are still the original greens that I have. I think I've got an English red there. Can't remember what that one is. I think it's burnt sienna or something like that. Okay, but yeah, this is a fantastic little palette, and the great thing is that you also have a few other areas here to put in some pans. I've just been a bit lazy and just squeezed out paints from other brands in there. Okay, but the great thing with these Schminker pans as well is that they use a process where they fill up the pan, they let it dry completely, they fill it up again, let it dry, so that basically you get really concentrated pans. A lot of the time the manufacturers will just fill up the pan, let it dry, and it kind of just sinks down a little bit. Schminker use extremely high concentrated paints, and I found that, yeah, that's why I've still got a few of the paints that are still left over. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8 or 9. So half of them still remaining in here. So yeah, great quality paints. Probably one of the best that you can get out there. And if you're a professional artist or you're looking to get some paints that really are high quality and won't let you down, I'd really recommend these. And they do cost a bit more, but you have to remember that you're going to be using these paints for a very long time, and I was painting every single day a few paintings, and so obviously after this time I've used up a lot of the colors. But for most casual or even people who paint on a weekly basis a couple of times, this will last you a few years and you're not going to have to get anything else. So might as well get the best stuff that you can. So anyway, that's about it. I thought I'd also talk a little bit about these areas here. So you've got some mixing areas. So these 4 mixing wells here, larger mixing wells, and you've also got some smaller mixing wells here as well. I filled these up with some other paints as well, but these are some smaller mixing wells. Not only that, you can lift this off, and you've also got some hidden mixing wells underneath. So how many of those? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more mixing wells. So really quite versatile. I bring this out with me when I do some plein air painting as well, because it's on the smaller side. The palette's on the smaller side, but I've got so much room to do whatever, and enough room here also to mix up a lot of larger washes, which is so important with watercolors.